People say, "Oh, cell phones are such a distraction." Now you realize that in driving for many many years, we've had distractions for a long time.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just different now.
Uh-huh.
All right, the top five distractions that can cause a crash. Number five, of course, reaching for stuff. The back seat. Some kid can't find something behind you.
It could also be reaching for the kid, too.
That too.
Let's be honest. If
Yeah.
they're like being sassy and you're like trying to reach back and like grab a hold of their shoe and shake it, like
Yeah.
cut it out before I pull over.
Number four, abusing substances or lacking sleep. Yeah, that can count as a distraction if
Well,
you're falling asleep.
You're falling asleep, or if you've been drinking, or
Yeah.
you're under the influence of something else. Yeah, that's distracted because you cannot focus.
Number three, looking at stuff outside of your vehicle, like people and
Billboards.
clouds and it's raining.
Or
Look at that.
or a sign on a building.
Oh, yeah.
Or
That happens.
maybe somebody in another car.
Yeah.
Like you go to glare at them as you drive by because they're a bad driver, and all of a sudden you look up and the
Yeah.
car in front of you is stopped.
Billboards are a bad one too because you're trying to read them and sometimes they have a lot of stuff on them, a lot of information. I'm trying to write down that email address.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's it. But I think sometimes billboards can be funny or
Yeah.
distracting, and you're like, "What did that say?" And then boosh.
Number two is our cell phone, of course, texting,
Yes.
messing with your GPS, trying to find songs to play. All that stuff is distracting. And number one is daydreaming. You're not focused.
Well, especially if it's a long drive or it's a drive you do
Yeah.
every single day, you're kind of on autopilot and
Uh-huh.
you're thinking about what am I going to do for dinner?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what kind of
Exactly.
mayhem am I going to get into at work today?
Yeah.
Or,
You're-
I'm going to get my tax return soon. What vacation could I go on? Whatever.
Uh-huh.
Your brain just goes,
Yeah, you're driving along and you're looking ahead. You're awake, but your mind is not focused on driving. So you miss
Exactly.
the car in front of you and bang, there you
or
go.
a corner or an
It's true.
obstruction in the road. Yeah, it happens.
Get more info on driving distractions now. Yes FM, Facebook, Exit 967 Yes FM, and the Mercy in the Morning page at yesfm.com.